Or, alright, here's some more slime.
Slug hero. Slug hero. Setsu Venomancer. Another new hero for him. So what's he played? He's played Storm. He's played Kunkka. He's played Ember. Did he play Drow Ranger in that game? And he's played so many different Invoker, Shadow Fiend, OD. I think he's played almost a different hero every game apart from a couple of Storm games.
I'm just thinking about Venomancer. Alright, so yeah, Venomancer is cool because his passive now reduces healing by 30%. That's a big buff.
Reduces regeneration by 30%. Does that work on Morphling?
Yeah, that's. I think that's the reason why they picked it.
I mean, Veno AA has been a combination for a long time, right? Ancient Apparition.
The overtime damage, yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that Poison Nova has never been lethal was always a way to like trigger the Ice Blast Shatter. So you'd have the Nova would like tick you down, and the Ice Blast would actually finish you off. Has always been a nice combo, but now it's even more powerful. I guess it's Poison Sting that reduces the regen, so you need to get Plague Wards or whatever your right clicks to come in. But it's still a pretty nifty pick here. Tasty stuff from RNG as we head ourselves here into Game 2 of this best of 5. CDEC against RNG. Grand final for the Chinese qualifiers. One slot to go to Ukraine for the WePlay Bukovel minor. And we have a little bit of a pause. Super. I think that's color. That means lag, right?
Which one?
The double equal sign.
Double equal? I don't know. I always thought it's a smiley.
Maybe it is.
Like two eyes? I don't know.
You need the underscore in between them.
Well, you don't. Like, you know how Russians type a smiley? Since you type enter, there's always going to be like two dots, so you just type in a close bracket.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Just give it the old, what's it? Wait, where's my... That's not underscore. Okay, we're going to stop typing smileys in chat. That's me being silly. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, Nature's Prophet. So it's a 3 Prophet. XM's mid on the Viper. Crystal Maiden for Victoria. James, Tusk, and Eve Morphling down south. September Rubik, he's scouting them out. Moving forward with Flywin and Super on the Omni and AA respectively. And mid lane Setsu on the Veno. Veno against Viper. I'm going to have some tongue twisting action in that mid lane for sure. And Monet Slark left all alone. Top for now. Should be able to take at least one of the bounty runes. What's he do? Just cutting trees. Get rid of the trees so Prophet can't make treants. Prophet forcing Monet to go to the other side. Still a 1-for-1 trade. We're going to watch bottom though. That's where the fight's going to kick off. Tusk gets one bounty rune. 2 for 2. Nobody kicks off. Nobody starts a fuss. No battling. As we have a tri-lane against a tri-lane. Lacoste once again. It's 3v3 in this bottom lane.
I'm wondering if they want to keep the tri-lane. Like Slark is your win condition. I assume they will TP one hero to the top. Probably going to be AA. Just to secure Slark's farm.
Absolutely. Maybe find a kill down here. Crystal Maiden starts it off. James has tag team, but the cold feet from Super zones him away. A decent start there. Both supports on CDEC now kind of half HP, and that's within kill range if the AA is stuck around, but you correctly call the TP top, and the play in on to 1, 2, 3. Oh man, it's Pounce level 1.
Oh, they didn't time it correctly. He was hesitating a little bit, so there was no stun from cold feet.
That's very close. Very close to spilling first blood up top. But now 1, 2, 3, he's in this weird position where he's on 200 HP. Good amount of damage in onto Monet, but a pull from Super here could just upset the equilibrium of the lane enough. Orb Venom on James, slowing September. And no tag team for 10 seconds. What have we got? Fade Bolt up in a couple. Shouldn't be the death of the Rubik, but he's forced completely out of lane. Headdress and Tango is going to regen him up a decent amount.
How's mid lane doing? Venomancer 3-3.
Top lane, though, unfortunately, 1-2-3 has been snapped in place by the Cold Feet Pounce. And there it is, Super, first blood onto the Prophet. Mid lane 6-5 against the 3-6. Inverted CS. Setsu getting some nice denies in, but XM most certainly starting to dominate this lane.
Nature's Prophet had his fun in the laning stage. Harassing with some Treants, with the Blightstone. Now it's going to become so much harder for him to actually play the lane.
How do you resolve this? Do you put Tusk top?
Just jungle, lol.
Just go jungle, mate.
And you need to wait until the 7-minute mark, then you go jungle.
Collect all the juicy neutral items. I mean, you say that, but Setsu is jungling now. He's kind of given up on that top lane. Sorry, on that mid lane. My goodness, brain, please. He's just fully jungling. Plague Ward's level 2, Poison Sting level 1. Viper gonna have complete free farm.
It's not a
Slugs
good
under this
sign.
top tower. Tusk TPing. Tag team gets one hit in onto Monet, but that will be that. And now, with Tusk TPing top, it's a signal here that Flywin and September are very safe, so Omni can play much more aggressively in the creep wave. Unlikely that they're not going to look for kills, they'll just be looking for this regen trade, make Morphling feel a little more uncomfortable in the lane, as Omni Knight, 16-1, tied up in CS with the Morphling, in fact. A good pull across from James. Catches the majority of the creep wave. Monet and
once
Super
Venomancer hits level 5, there's going to be a lot of those Plague Wards. Alright, hype it up, Gary.
Super's about to drop. James is very low, though. Oh, my goodness. They get the kill on James before Super falls, so XP shared across. That's not too shabby, though. 1-2-3 trading out and getting this Prophet up and running. Where's he running to? Back to the creep wave, which has met a little further down than I expected.
Yeah, they can't kill Morphling on the bottom lane since there's no burst damage.
Double equal sign means wait. Thank you, chat. Yet again, a fountain of knowledge.
Wait, what are we talking about?
The double the equals that they said in all chat. It means
oh,
wait.
what does it mean? Wait?
Yeah, wait a sec. See, chat knows everything.
Yeah, see, I'm a positive guy. I see smiley faces everywhere.
Smiley faces everywhere. Gareth smile. So what's Setsu's plan? AFK jungle?
Yeah, well, he's gonna put another point. Plague Ward, I assume. I didn't like the Venomancer pick as a response to Viper, because right now you're just giving him a free farm and 23 denies on him.
34-23. That's a monstrous amount of farm. Oh, bollocks. I've missed that one. Slark punished by the Prophet and the Tusk. Ancient Apparition looked like he was lurking middle lane. I don't know if you can really move in onto the Viper, though. Level 6 on XM. And Super's getting sandwiched in. James is on top of him. Snowball to dodge out of the cold feet. Super tag teamed by the Prophet and the Tusk. Sprouts there, Treants out, and now the Slark looking for a trade. Pounce into cold feet, they get the snap and stuck in place. Prophet will die, so this is much better now for RNG, especially if Monet can chase, but he can't.
Yeah, once Slark hits level 6, I don't think he dies unless he overuses bounce. It's a free Slark game to start with, unless he decides to overextend. Also, the reason why I didn't like Venomancer as the last pick, I wanted to have some kind of a stun any setup so that you can land that AA ulti.
Oh my god, telekinesis is their only stun, yeah. It's a rough one. At the very least, Setsu is not going to lose this mid-tier 1. They have glyphed under the objective to keep the catapult alive, but with Plague Wards, they should be able to force them back. September is invis, no mana for telekinesis. And Setsu takes the Viper strike to the back of the head. Snowball forward, and they just round finishing off. Flywin has arrived, but September's falling low. James is there with the help of XM. They bring another one to their knees, and they're chopping off heads, executing RNG. XM is in deny range, but he's got himself a double kill. 3-0 in that mid spot, and a salve to keep XM up and running.
It's really tough to kill Viper, who has 2 points in corrosive skin with strength treads over 1000 HP. And I just realized that the Crystal Maiden is a really good counter to, let's say, AA Venomancer as well, where you will have magical resistance. I'm not sure who's going to build Pipe Guardian Greaves this game, but I think if you have those 2 items, maybe on Nature's Prophet, at least a Pipe on him.
Decrease the cost volume or increase me? Yeah, I can do that.
What if the other guy says the opposite?
Then I do that. I follow the last command I'm given.
What if someone was just trolling? Yeah.
No, I did. I saw the comment and I looked at my levels, and you were a little bit louder than me. It's okay.
Usually, I'm not the loud guy, Gary.
Usually. So for some
maybe the 3 hours sleep.
Well, you become louder with less sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Makes sense. So what are RNG up to now? Well, September's getting dived on by 3 heroes. Rubik, tag team, TP coming in from Slug. They want to battle this. The cold feet. Is that going to click into place? Not quite, but they're going to focus onto James. Good shards. Blocks the path. No advance. And Flywin cannot make an entry into the fight. XM coming from that northwest side. Make sure that RNG don't have anything to do there. And things looking up for CDEC. Eve is free farming. Viper's had a absolutely beautiful early game. RNG struggling.
The thing is, they can't make any rotation. The only one who can get is actually Rubik.
And Rubik's top. Mid-tier one's gone. Nature's Prophet makes short work of it. Setsu's Venomancer. Level 4 Plague Wards. I thought he would be able to defend that tower much longer. But he's already lost it pre-10 minutes. And they're making a play onto the Omni Knight now. Has Heavenly Grace, and they don't have enough damage or lockdown to finish him. Tag team was coming, or the Tusk was coming with tag team. Not quite fast enough.
Yeah. And they're on the timer. You have Slark as your only carry. Venomancer is not the can scale. Like, he usually builds into utility items. We'll get that GPM, I assume, as a Spirit Vessel queued up. Yeah, that's not a carry build. And on the other side, you have Nature's Prophet, who can easily scale, turn into late game. You have Morphling and Viper, who has, what is that, Maelstrom queued up. So he wants to be the carry.
On the Viper, yeah. 4 staff into Maelstrom. As we watch September drop. Super sprouted up, and okay, he's got himself, what, a Tango? Okay, very nice. May even consider buying a Quelling Blade on this AA.
Oh, they will control 2 outposts, and we'll get 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 bounties.
Where's the 4th one? Down there.
Still not picked up.
Let's see who goes for it. Morphling with Morbid Mask and Treads now. Can pretty much perpetually just stay in the jungle. And there it is, 4th bounty rune. CDEC. Perfect maneuvering. Controlling this map. Slark is looking for Diffusal Blade. It's a very early item, but look at this. September sprouted. Setsu defends the Rubik. 1, 2, 3 having a much better game this time around. Top 3 net worth all green. It's green lights go time for CDEC. But they're not in a rush. Like you said it right. It's the Dire team that feels like they're on more of a timer. Radiant feels like they're going to be scaling with this Morphling much better. And Flywin chased down. A TP coming in from the Prophet is going to be able to catch him out as well. Frostbite into Sprout. How long is this bloody TP? 6 seconds long. That's how long. Sprout is in range, and there we go. Hold him up and kill him off.
Yeah, ulti will connect, but there's no follow-up. Like, you need the stuns. You need to have someone to actually be able to follow up, because this lineup is just counter-reactive to what CDEC is doing. And with the 4-staff pickup on Viper, it's going to be so tough to kill anyone. Against the Slark, you have to break the leash and just push people out.
The ability to farm jungle there for the Viper. Pretty prime place for XM to be right now. Tusk just getting some XP and a bit of gold in the mid lane. And you can see, you can feel RNG, you know, they're smoking down to bottom. They're trying to get themselves primed and ready for some kind of battle. Super has the Ice Blast, but they don't have Poison Nova. They're going to be reliant on Fade Bolt, Ice Blast, and Viper Strike. The two supports here for RNG. They need another hero. They need a hero to go do stuff with, but Monet's farming, Slark needs to scale, Setsu's farming as he needs to hit this kind of mid-game timing. They will at least get themselves an outpost. Can't get the tier 1 though. Objectives are so hard for the Dire to take. They just don't have a hero that does it. Monet gets his Dark Pact off. Shadow Dance to jump, pounce, get himself away. No stuns remain. Maybe could have had a Frostbite there at the very last second, but Victoria doesn't quite connect. And Morphling has a full free lane top to shove out towards tier 2. They've got jungle under control with their two supports. And Prophet can bounce around the map. This global presence means he can TP onto the Viper to help him, TP down to outpost bottom or tier 1 to defend it if need be. It looks like a trade for CDEC though. Going for tier 2 top, allowing their bottom tower to fall. But look at that Viper Strike with the Ice Blast. Oh, Ancient Apparition. With the Rubik.
I think he's
fine. He's fine.
One more tick.
He's fine. Okay. Oh, Freezing Field onto September. He's been turned around on. And this game, it's going as quickly as the previous. It's just much faster. 10-3. Poison over onto XM. Now finally the Slark arrives. A good turnaround for RNG. Get Monet involved. Crystal Maiden, the second one, to follow them all to the darkness of death. CDEC just pushing a little bit too far forward there, but they don't lose their Morphling.
They don't have any counters for Slark. If they can get one good fight now with the Diffusal Blade, then they're not cooldown dependent on their side, so they can keep fighting all the time. I mean, same goes for CDs. To be honest, there's really no big ulti cooldown.
Mr. Nature's Prophet, please shovel.
Yeah, when I say big ulti cooldown, there's one guy that triggered by it. It's a long cooldown. Sorry about that one. I forgot his name.
He gets angry because you say big instead of long?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, I guess.
Always tweets at me.
Oh, really? Whatever, man. English is a dumb language. Who the fuck cares, honestly? Nature's Prophet still not digging. You have a shovel. Dig! Is it bugged? Does he not understand what it does?
No.
It's like a free bounce.
I've seen a lot of assassin fouls since the patch came out.
A lot of what, sorry?
Assassin fouls.
Oh, I get it now. Oh, Monet has the Guardian Angel, James. Very low on HP, but the Slark is trying to turn and fight. That Morphling bails away. Doesn't want to continue. Nobody's died just yet, but the Viper's about to fall to the Ice Blast. Perfectly placed by Super. That freezing feels great from Victoria, though. Zones them away from the push forward. The trouble is, though, a 2-for-2 with RNG losing, heroes they don't mind dropping. The Omni and the AA as the chase continues in for more. Monet chasing on to Victoria. Crystal Maiden nearly pummeled into the ground, but the Morphling is ready. Big Bad Eve walks into the freezing field that's stolen out by September.
Oh, this is some weird decision making by deciding to go in. Dies right there, and man, this Spirit Vessel is doing God's work. I mean, I said the Spirit Vessel is still one of my favorite items. Maybe people got it wrong when I said that, oh yeah, Venomancer's just going for a Spirit Vessel. It's a great pickup for him, but the thing is, he's not gonna be able to scale. Like right now, he can fight. Poison Sting reduces healing. Same goes for Spirit Vessel. So combining these two is extremely good.
Viper. That Maelstrom, I thought it was going to come much faster. Still a decent amount of gold away from it, and then BKB's queued up straight away. RNG, Philosopher's Stone. Who are you going to give that to, Setsu? Setsu's got Dragon Scale, he's got Arcane Ring, Philosopher's Stone. He's hoarding all the items. We've got
you
Smaug.
have 2 heroes with the GPM talent. Omni Knight, Venomancer, and now you pick up Philosopher's Stone. Like...
And
wait,
AA.
AA is about to hit level 10 as well.
That's huge.
So that's going to be like 4 heroes with GPM talent.
Absolutely huge. Diffusal Blade for Slog, working on his BKB. Eve on this Morphling not buying a BKB, it's interesting. Surely against all this magic damage of Veno, AA, yes, some of it pierces the magic community, but surely you want a BKB to just deal with the just raw nuke power coming out of them.
With Manta Style, he has the ability to get rid of the Spirit Vessel.
That's true.
And Venomous Gale as well, Poison Sting. Committing heavily for just the BKB, and then AA can still blast you. Now you can get the damage after the recent changes.
We'll see how he fares. Slark getting TP'd on. James is here. A bit of a misplaced TP from the Nature's Prophet, though, it feels like. Monet, Shadow Dance, and TP. Nothing to stop him yet again, so a
They have
speedy
no
escape.
ground stuns.
This whole game is just like lack of stuns on everyone. September with Aetherland's Faded Brooch. Looking pretty good on this Rubik. Yeah, there's the AA with the Philosopher's Stone. Bonus GPM. It's very slow and steady from RNG. I'm just waiting for that moment where they come racing out of the gates with a BKB Slark and Venom. What does Venomancer get next, do you reckon? Do you go into auras?
Has a 4-staff. I mean, he can't really just buy damage. Hero makes no sense.
Super drops. Got a couple of spells out before he died, and that will allow a trade onto James. The trouble being for CDEC, they don't have a great way to escape. They've been hit by Poison Nova and Gale across a number of heroes. They're ticking down, but there's no follow-through as RNG have to TP Setsu back, hit by Corrosive Skin, and yeah, very nearly dies. Outposts need to be gathered up. 45 seconds until they pop. And here come the TPs. Boots of travel for Setsu gets him maneuvering around the map very speedily. But CDEC
also,
have
Rubik
top.
should be aiming for that CM ulti. Like, he did 2 good in a row, and it's really paying off. Also, it's easy to steal.
Yeah, and it gives them even more kill threat, right? All these AoE abilities, Poison Nova, Ice Blast, Freezing Field. If they are fighting in these very tight positions near outposts or going up ramps into high ground, RNG, if they can choose where they fight, they've definitely got the toolkit to take down the Radiant, even after... I just want to see, actually, it was like a 5k lead that CDEC had 10, 11 minutes in. Now down to pretty much nothing. RNG have caught up magnificently.
It's not RNG, it's their GPMs and Philosopher's Stone.
Abusing game mechanics. Abusing the draft, that's what's happened. Like, honestly, I've been telling people, everyone who asks me, what do you enjoy playing in this new patch? I just tell them, anyone who has XPM at 10 and GPM at 15. Like, Jakiro for me, Tusk, not Tusk, Jakiro is like prime hero for me.
Any hero that has XP or GPM talent are extremely good right now.
Absolutely.
Since you're getting XP from the outposts, there's a second dome for you, so you're gonna get 10 easily. Where's that AA ult?
Oh, they've
Now
smoked.
it's online.
They've ice blasted.
It's coming.
Oh, it's huge. That's a real nice. But Aegis is already grabbed by Eve. Waveform away, but the chase is on. They grab the Viper and drag him in. The Force Staff away will buy him some time. Eve is in trouble now with a freezing field from September. Unfortunately, not connecting with too many. James will be the only casualty of war. The Shrine is forced there. CDEC retreat, fall back, reset. But they keep the Aegis in hand. They keep the Morphling alive. And Eve can return to farming as he works on the Ethereal Blade. So still no BKB. Manta into E-Blade.
they should just keep fighting on RNG. Like, put the pressure on this tier 1 tower, maybe even go for the second one. With Venomancer wards, you have the vision. Veno a bit limited on the mana. You can TP with Scroll, come back with BOTs.
What did you say it was again? Shassive Puvel or whatever?
Sassive Foul.
Sassive Foul? No! It has to be Shassive Puvel, dude. I'm using that now. Oh, September. He's fine. He's fine. Perfectly fine. No way he's dying. Lifts up the tusk. Cold feet's there. No snowball. And James has walked into his own demise. 4 heroes of RNG surround him. Absolutely annihilated.
Yeah, he has 16 HP per second region, but when Venomancer hits him with the Sting and Spirit Vessel, it's 1.6.
The Prophet finally uses shovel, by the way. The Prophet uses the shovel and drops it on the floor. He's like, guys, I don't have the micro abilities to keep using this item.
Oh, you could use it. Like, look at his TPs. I didn't see him picking up no flasks. He probably didn't know.
He's been killing kobolds. My goodness gracious me. Give it to the maiden. It's like a free freaking pound. Whatever. We're not going to get caught up on it. Another smoke from RNG. This is nice. It doesn't seem like desperation or drastic maneuvers. They are smoking with key objectives in mind. Outpost gained. Tier 1 tower on the docket. But CDEC, they are ready to defend. 123 has taken the southeastern outpost. And he can, Nature's Wrath, push out the lanes and TP top if they want to fight. Or he can keep shoving out the lane and force their opponents to respond. Plenty of options for the Radiant. Right now, they're just holding high ground. Wait for their opponents to come to you. Monet. Oh, dearie me. Oh, wow. Where did he go? Just disappears. And now James wants a little bit more. Doesn't have any gap close anymore, though. He's chasing forward as the Ice Blast already expended. September. Setsu battling in the back, but dropping very quickly. Super falls. And the TP's out from CDEC. Get themselves a 3 for 1.
Yeah, they need Rubik to lift the Crystal Maiden, or they need the killer during the ulti, which is not that easy. Because it's the only stun they have.
And the reclaim of the outpost as well for that Radiant team. They get the tier 1 top, RNG, so at the very least an objective is gained. But the fact that mid-tier 1 is still standing is definitely worrisome for them. As this Morphling with Aegis for another minute and 20. Takes down yet another key objective, and they're TPing bottom to defend the outpost. September, 4 staff away. They make a play into mid, in onto Eve. They get the pounce, but the Sprout stops Monet from getting any more hits forward. Eve has Aegis, but no mana remaining, so can't waveform away to save his Aegis. That is, Slark is pounding into the morph. Viper comes in from the north. James is here with a tag team. The punch up, and this Monet Slark, well, he's got Shadow Dance and BKB to jump back onto James. The Tusk dropping low. They've got Guardian Angel potentially to keep them all alive. Oh, BKB required to stop that Diffusal Blade slow, but the Slark, he just gives it a go. He doesn't give up. He keeps punching and punching, and XM drops. CDEC way overextended. Morphling fortunately had that Aegis and does retreat, but they lose way more than I expected.
Yeah. Both the outposts controlled by Radiant, so no XP for RNG. They can still take these fights. Slark needs to be a bit careful about his positioning. Like, Omni Knight can't really keep up with him.
That was a 2k net worth swing, that fight. They killed Tusk and Viper. And they get 2... That's a pretty big swing. Like, 600 gold for Rubik's. All of a sudden, he's got Ether Lens, 4 staff, and halfway towards Blink Dagger. He's incredibly farmed. Monet now, Aghanim Scepter coming up.
Yeah, I tested the Aghanim Scepter. It's
like 2k range, right?
It's so big. Yeah, sometimes it's really hard.
Sorry, it's hard to?
It's hard to hit it.
Which is too long range.
Yeah.
Does he still, like, if you're pouncing, can you make him, like, turn around in the pounce?
Why?
Just for for like style points. You know, it's like Tony Hawk. You've got to do some kick flips and some 180s, dude.
Well, that stuff I didn't test, Gary. I was just, you know.
God damn it! What's the point? Oh, Nature's Prophet. A step too far. He's helped out by James, and a TP coming in from Veno should surely secure the 1-2-3 grab. Taken out. And this is all both teams vying for control over this next Roshan. 2 minutes until the fast spawn. They want wards covering shrines. They want this Roshan area fully defended. There's also double outposts coming up.
Oh man, this is so big. Venomancer about to hit level 20 with Aghanim Scepter and Duration on Poison Nova. Duration 18 with 7 extra. That's 25. 25 times 125. Let me just bring out my calculator.
Maths.
That's 3,000 damage.
Holy shit. Oh! It's dangerous stuff now for CDEC. Viper had such an exceptional early game. You know, XM was really leading the charge here, and all of a sudden it's felt awful for him. Like the game has just turned in the past maybe 6 or 7 minutes. There's Slark now in Viz. Oh, we see so many, but the Sentry Ward down. Can he get a BKB or a Shadow Dance off? He can. Monet ready to battle with an Ice Blast clipping onto XM. The BKB is not really doing an awful lot for them, and James is about to fall. Inside the tree line, he'll buy a bit of time, but they're going to lose Victoria as well. Or maybe not. Maybe not. The Crystal Maiden TP is home, and they're focusing in on the Morphling. Waveform TP, no catch, no kill, no stuns, no nothing.
Now, even if they find him, there's no one to stun him.
Nature's Prophet not really joining in the battle. Up top. Has Pipe like you wanted. Sprout to try and save his life, but a really nice Ice Blast there. Should be able to kill him even in Fountain if he gets there. He doesn't even get to Fountain. He's dead on his feet. RNG. I don't want to say comeback, but
it's a 10k gold swing, Gary. I'd say that's a comeback.
It's comeback. Holy crap! I didn't realize. Yeah, it's like Mount Everest down into the Marianas Trench. Look at it go, dipping and diving. CDEC have lost all semblance of lead. Is
and all that
enough to carry
damage that they have is amplified by Ice Vortex, which is what 1.1 second, 1.5 second cooldown. Nice.
What's the increase? 30% increase on magic damage. Poison Nova, Fade Bolt, Freezing Field, anything that Rubik steals. CDEC. James wants in. Blink. Big punch, but it's Monet. Again, focusing this slug just seems like the worst decision that they can make. They're forcing and glimmering, sliding and drifting. James back to safety. They forced the BKB from Monet. But hey, look at that. Right. He's got an Omni behind him.
Time for some memes. Check the pounds.
I am watching the slunk.
He should use it just to test it.
Press the button. Please. He's busy farming neutral items.
That should help.
That's really big. 30 minutes in to get that third eye immediately. Now they can give it to AA and go dewarding around. Oh no, does Slug still have quelling? He doesn't.
Damage.
Who do we want the third eye on? I guess it's not bad on Slug if he's got the slot
vision.
for it.
I mean, it's vision. It's 7 stats.
Yeah, I guess it's not that bad. He's got the slot for it. No big deal. The map gets smaller and smaller, though, now for CDEC. They're finding whatever farm they can, pushing out lanes, trying to gather top to maybe capture the outpost. But, yeah, I'm just about to come to this. As soon as CDEC starts to regain composure and set themselves up for something, there's a smoke from RNG. They have this infinite... There's just like an infinite stockpile of smoke somehow. Oh, James blinks away from the... Oh, look at the pounce! Look at the pounce! Look at him flipping go! What?
And he has 2 charges. He's ready to go.
Oh, Monet! What's happening? Snowball from Tusk is gonna keep him alive for a few seconds longer. A really nice blink away. James gets to your high ground, but the Ice Blast is gonna clip him. It's gonna clip him. James. Spirit Vessel and Poison Sting cannot escape, cannot withstand the pressure that RNG are bringing to the table. What is this slug pounds Lacoste, my dude? Oh my god.
If you want to land it from a short range, it's not that easy.
It's just so funny. Oh, I love Dota 2 so much, man. This game. I've been playing for 15 years, you know? Maybe more. I can't count that high. And it never ceases to amaze me how beautiful this game can be. You know, people call football a beautiful game, and they're all morons. Dota is the beautiful game, capital T, the beautiful game.
Yeah, it still blows my mind how good of a game it is, even after all these years. Still on top.
Still on top. Another smoke from RNG. Look, preempting. Again, CDEC. They are ready. They're preparing, they're moving, they're not making bad moves, you know, they're getting themselves back into the game. But RNG are just one step ahead. They are pre-smoking, they are 10 seconds ahead of any move that the Radiant are making. Monet has jumped the Prophet, James trying to do his best to save 1-2-3, but Monet's got his number. The shards are going to block him out. Really nicely done by James as the Poison Nova's thrown in. BKB still up for Setsu, and 1-2-3 is actually surviving. Slark can't stick on him. The Pouncers are jumping all over the place. Monet with the cold feet there finally will bring down the Nature's Prophet, and RNG get the kill they need to potentially take out Roshan.
All wands will break.
I'm just looking at Slark, Gary.
That's fine.
Doesn't have that much stolen agility. Also decided to go for lifesteal instead of attack speed. So he's pretty limited on the damage. He needs those stacks.
Go on, Monet. Show me your 6 skills. Whew. Where's Viper at now? I've not talked about Viper in, I swear, like 15 minutes. It not really had much of an impact for that period of time. Hurricane Pike, sure, great. Maelstrom BKB, nice. Moving into Mjolnir and Satanic. But really, it's the Morphling story from here on out for CDEC, right?
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, for sure.
Get that Morphling online. Hopefully, keep him safe and sound. The BKB will come out for Eve now. Definitely a signal of good things to come for CDEC.
The way Poison Nova works, it doesn't go through BKB, but it still places a buff. And after your BKB is gone, then it starts hitting you.
Oh, it still works like that?
Yeah.
Very nice. There's always exceptions to rules in Dota 2. And Setsu, Scythe of Vice. He can give the Dragon Scale to someone if he wants. As RNG defending the Roshan area. Bounty runes going 2 for 2. Nice little push forward from CDEC. Gets the outpost, gets bounties. Force RNG back to defend their most northern area. And now you can go for a smoke play. Yeah, they're drawing lines. Now you can go for smoke plays down into the opposite areas because you've sucked RNG up top. And now you can go and kind of backstab, play bot, reward your jungle if you want to. I think more importantly is just shove out the mid lane and maybe try and take the dire top shrine high ground and come in behind RNG. You need Roshan. Morphling desperately needs Aegis. I think that's just the conclusion of this story. If Morphling doesn't have Aegis, I think CDEC straight up lose the game.
They do not want to go into Roche Pit before they take a fight against Venomancer, against AA. Like, one good blast inside the Roche Pit could just cost them the game.
Slark. Oh, baby, look at him go. He's pounced up the Tusk, the shards. He's in an igloo. The double shards are beautiful. He snowballs onto Setsu and gets himself away. And RNG, they've popped a bunch of spells and not got much in return. CDC on their own high ground now. Nice little bait and pull back. What did we spend? Ice Blast, cooldown 15 seconds. Poison Over back up in 35. No BKB on Slark for 40. James, quick Walrus punch in. But Flywind has Eon Disc. He's got Lotus Orb. He's got a pipe. He's not going to die. He's perfectly fine. They've hexed up the Morphling, forces the BKB out onto Eve. Freezing feels so good. He zones out the Slark. Monet has to dip, dodge, and dive back to safety. But Flywind will fall, give his life for the cause. As Super gets sprouted up and forced away. 1, 2, 3 deep in behind enemy lines. So the Prophet can't really get too much done and goes for the TP home while he's cold feeded up. Not sure about that one, buddy. Setsu wants to continue the chase.
He can catch him.
Slark, he's got the help of the telekinesis. He's got a pounce ready to go if need be. The BKB's back up, but no Shadow Dance means he's being a little tentative with his maneuvers. But he's caught out James. No mana remaining on this poor little Tusk. And an Ice Blast perfectly placed onto Eve. Morphling's gone. Absolutely eviscerated. And James, the poison over and a double tap. Couple of little tickles and hits from Monet means another lost fight for CDEC. No Aegis on Morphling means no fight for CDEC, means just an RNG win coming out of the gates now.
Morphling has a buyback. He might need to use it. Let's see if Viper can defend with his Nether Toxin. A lot of stacks on Slark. They can just run into Roche Pit.
Are they shrining? No, Slark just TPing top. Nature's Prophet is already TPing away.
And once Slark hits level 25, the Essence duration, that's a game changer. Like, you can keep fighting all the time. Venomancer also just hit level 25. Decided to go for Plague Ward, HP, and damage talent. What are you laughing at?
Oh, I just look at chat and there's one guy who has tagged me 3 times saying, I never left my house and I never played sports. You go fuck yourself, Twitch chatter. What's his name? Moron, that's what his name is. A jump in from Monet. James yet again leading the charge, but taking the brunt of the damage from RNG, who just reset. Yet again, biding their time and waiting. The BKB expended on Viper. They've got a little jump forward from Setsu, but XM has fallen. Viper dead for 80 seconds. And my goodness. 1, 2, 3. He's on the high ground, but he's got nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. James is in here to try and save 1, 2, 3, but Monet is all-powerful, all-knowing, an absolute god on his Slark. The fishy man will destroy you hit by hit.
He's out.
1, 2, 3 somehow escapes with his life, and XM buys back. Battling now with Eve's Morphling, but the Eon Disc has popped over on the Omni Knight, and XM is just dropping the dieback on Viper. Victorious Freezing Field. It looks pretty, but does it really do the job? No, it doesn't. It's
They're
like one of those plastic banana holders.
Hey, ulti will
Again,
connect.
another Ice Blast and another death. It's Morphling, Eve fallen. Oh, the pounce onto the Morphling from Monet. Just call it GG. A 2-0 lead for RNG.
Oh man, what I'm not gonna say it's a huge comeback, but the CDEC, they were ahead. Utilize the advantage that they had, and the RNG, they played it perfectly. Like, in and out, couple of times. Slark died 2 times because he was way too deep. Omni can't really catch up when Slark goes in, but after that, they were really disciplined in the way they were playing.